The young girl looked out the window of her bedroom, watching the rain fall. She was 12 years old, and she was starting to feel like she didn't belong. She didn't like the same things as her friends, and she didn't feel like she fit in anywhere. She sighed and turned away from the window. She went to her desk and opened her diary. She started to write about how she was feeling. "I don't know what's wrong with me," she wrote. "I just don't feel like I belong anywhere. I'm not like my friends, and I don't feel like I fit in with my family. I just feel like I'm all alienated." She closed her diary and put it away. She didn't know what to do. She felt like she was all alone in the world. The next day, she went to school. She tried to focus on her classes, but she couldn't stop thinking about how she didn't belong. She felt like everyone was looking at her, and she was sure that they all knew that she was different. After school, she went home. She went to her room and closed the door. She sat on her bed and started to cry. She didn't know what to do. She felt like she was going to be like this forever. Suddenly, she heard a knock on her door. She wiped her tears and opened the door. Her older brother was standing there. "Hey," he said, "are you okay?" She shook her head. "No," she said, "I'm not okay." He came into her room and sat down on the bed next to her. "What's wrong?" he asked. She told him that she felt like she didn't belong. She didn't like the same things as her friends, and she didn't feel like she fit in anywhere. She was feeling sad and lonely. He listened patiently. When she was finished, he put his arm around her. "I know how you feel," he said. "I felt the same way when I was your age. I didn't feel like I fit in anywhere. I felt like I was all alone, but you're not alone. I'm here for you, and there are other people out there who will be there for you too. You just have to find them." She smiled. "Thanks," she said. "I needed to hear that." He smiled back. "No problem," he said. "Now, why don't we go get some ice cream? That always makes me feel better." She laughed. "Okay," she said. "Let's go." They went downstairs and got some ice cream. They sat at the kitchen table and ate their ice cream. They talked and laughed, and for the first time in a long time, she felt like she belonged. She continued to feel like she didn't belong sometimes, but she always remembered what her brother had said. She knew that she wasn't alone, and she knew that there were people out there who would be there for her. As she grew older, she learned more about herself and the world around her. She learned that it's okay to be different. She learned that there are people out there who will accept her for who she is, and she learned that she is not alone.